What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode. As always, I am super grateful for you to be joining me here. Now, if you love the podcast, if you want to hear more, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you are the first to know when a new episode drops. We are on a roll. The commitment was 100 podcasts, 100 days straight, no skipping, no giving up, relentless in the pursuit of making it happen. And we're almost at that 100-day mark, which is so crazy to think about. Now, I want to talk about on the podcast today a couple of things. Number one, if you tuned into yesterday's podcast, which if you haven't, it was an iconic podcast in the scheme of the podcasts that have rolled out. I had a breaking point, right? I had my sad sack of shit energy. I had the looking in the mirror, tragic moment of, girl, what the fuck are you doing? And I think that every hero needs to have that moment because, you know, we're a constant evolution of self. And when we are leveling up, when we're hitting the next level in life, we're going to outgrow a version of self, and that's always going to feel fucking uncomfortable. So normalize for a second, looking at the mirror, seeing the tragic sad sack, and not just sitting in that position being like, I'm never going to feel this way again. What am I going to do in the right now to surpass this version of self? And so yesterday I had that moment. We had the little teary Henny. We had the moment of like, sis, pull it to fucking together. And so we came back with a vengeance today. It's full Villain Baddie Era. And, you know, I love a full Villain Baddie Era. I'm the queen of leveling up, a constant evolution of self and constantly pushing for more. But I had this moment yesterday where I was just like, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time to hit our whole fucking new level of villain. And for every single woman that's out there who is doing the mediocre, who's doing the vanilla, who's doing the nice girl, who's doing the people pleaser girl, who is doing the I'm doing things for everyone else, but I'm not doing it for myself. This is your reminder. This is your season to activate baddie and activate villain era. I just feel like it's the best visual. Honestly, you can imagine it, right? You imagine your highest, hottest version of self. Do you think that she is like a Clinky Girl? Like, do you think that she's like this vanilla basic bitch? Or do you think that she's like full on polished, wearing the wet look, like slick machine? I think we know the answer. Also, I realized that another Hennish for you guys. I love giving you guys a little drop of the Hennish. A Clinky Girl is something that I discovered when I was in Adelaide. And this is absolutely no shame to the Clinky Girls out there. It's just kind of like the wholesome white picket fence type of gal. And this is very much the life that I burnt to the ground because beautiful Adelaide humans, very much of that. And this is no stigma to everyone in Adelaide, but I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of clinky gals in Adelaide. FYI, Adelaide is the absolute goat of all of the states, and I refuse to hear anything else but another conversation. However, the Clinky Girl is the type of girl who would wear like a beautiful floral dress with like big sleeves and like long and flowy and fabricy and like a Laura Ashley sort of vibes. If you don't know what Laura Ashley is, look it up. But she's very like, she's beautiful, she's put together, but she is the type of girl that when you were sitting there at lunch and you say cheers, and instead of just doing the like baddie villain era of like holding your glass and doing a gentle cheers, she insists that you must go around the table and clink every person's glass because in her head it's bad luck or some bullshit or whatever narrative someone's made up about that. And so the Clinky Gal era is something, you know, if you want to be Clinky Gal, fucking A. Like I have friends that I remember when I was in Adelaide with them and I love these friends so fucking much, but they're 100% Clinky Girls and own it. And they went to do the glass thing and I'm like, you're such a Clinky Girl. And I explained it to them and they were like, I love it. I love that I'm a Clinky Gal. So this is not yucking someone's yum. We're just deciding, do I want to be a Clinky Gal or do I want to be a villain era? You got to decide what that is and that's on you. That's not on a me thing. Now, when we're deciding that, you know, we're full villain era, it means that we have to take fucking things seriously. And it means we have to really take things seriously. And that's what today's conversation is all about. I'm also just internally screaming, thinking of anyone that's listening to this conversation right now, driving or walking and thinking, am I a Clinky Girl? I'm a Clinky Girl for sure. Just put it in the headage. Now, when we are taking things seriously in life, it means that literally everything that we do needs to be taken seriously. And so instead of going through our days and instead of going through our weeks in this mindset of like, I'm just going to kind of see how it flows, I'm just going to see how it rolls out, you get fucking strategic. You get so locked the fuck in that there is no other option except for you following through. and taking active responsibility of your life, structuring out your weeks, really focusing on where your energy leaks out, where you're underperforming, where you are just slipping for Mediocreville is going to be a bit of a mirror and a reality check. But I guarantee you, as soon as you start taking over control of one thing, it's going to ripple into everything that you're doing. Now, like I think about me today, right? This is like the full villain era. I was like, one of the things that I love the most, right, is I love getting up. I love doing my makeup. I love wearing fashion. I love like looking like my highest, hottest, most fabulous version of self. I create more. I am more me. I am more aligned, but yet I have been deprioritizing that because when you work at home and you're by yourself and there's no one else around you, you're kind of like, oh, I can just kind of settle and I can like not wear my makeup today and I can look like a little bit homeless. And that just doesn't gel. Like that's just not okay as far as I'm concerned. And so when we're in the full villain era, we're like, right, what do I need to do to streamline to make sure that I show up as my highest, hottest version of self? So I was like, okay, normally I spend a bit of time doing my makeup in the morning and it's kind of like doubling up. And I was like, oh, this is just taking too much time in my day. So I was like, right, when you go to the gym this morning, you are literally going to put your hair up. You're allowed to do your lashes and your brows, but you're literally just going to put like a skin tint or like the bronzy sort of dewy bit on. And then that's it. And then you're out the door. And so what that meant is when I got home that I was able to just go in and actually do my full glam. And so I sat down, I changed my seating arrangement of like where I do my makeup. I set up like a little makeup table. I've got a little organized area, did my makeup, like listened to some podcasts while I was doing it, multitasking there. I also responded to some voice memos that I needed to listen to that people had like gone longer. And I was like, I can multitask. I can chat while I'm doing it. And it was great. It was like bestie chats while I was doing my makeup. And so me doing that automatically made me want to show up. And I was like, I need to shoot content today. I want to start taking shooting the podcast seriously. Like I don't ever really do the videos in terms of the podcast, which I should be putting onto YouTube. And I was like, no, sis, start fucking taking it seriously. Start actually getting your light setups. You have all of the lights, you have all of the equipment, you have all of the baddie energy. Make sure that you're doing all of the right things. And so me taking control of this, doing my hair and makeup, actually giving a fuck about what my outfit is today, me going and really prepared for all of my content of what I was going to be talking about, that activates villain era because mediocre basic bitch version of me would be slumming around. She would be procrastinating. She would be distracted. But villain era is locked the fuck in. And that goes with training. That goes with nutrition. That goes with everything. You were tightening the protocols and you were taking everything fucking seriously. And if you are the type of person who is just muddling through your days without structure, without purpose, without clarity of what they're doing and where they're going, of course you're going to feel like a sad sack of shit. Of course you're going to be hitting Mediocreville. So this is about flipping that switch and making a decision right now that everything I do, and the age-old saying is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And so if you are the person who is not making your bed in the morning, you are the person who is leaving dishes in the sink, you are the person who is not giving a fuck about their presentation and just scrambling through life, you are the person that at work half-ass it and just mindlessly scroll. If you are the type of person who skips reps, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out on your bullshit because I'm telling you right now how you are doing that one thing is literally leaching into everything else. And I guarantee you, for you to flip your bed and to make your bed, 10 seconds, a minute, maybe 2 minutes if you've got some extra cushions going on. For you to brush your hair, fucking 15 seconds. For you to flip on a little bit of makeup and to make yourself feel like a villain, a few minutes. But I guarantee you, if you spent that less using your finger, getting the scroll on and more into you, you would show up to conversations different. You would hold yourself different. You would put yourself into different environments and situations. And that is on you. So we start taking things seriously and we understand what it takes to become the 1%. If you want to be a baddie, if you want to be your highest, hottest, most fucking fabulous version of self, she is quite literally on the other decisions of you half-assing things or you flipping that fucking full villain era button and saying, you know what? I'm going in. I'm going balls to the wall with everything. And then all of a sudden you start seeing and holding yourself in a different way and people start to notice your aura and opportunities come up because you take you seriously. You cannot expect other people in life to take you seriously and to respect you and to want to be a part of your life and to be around you unless you do the most important job of all. You start taking yourself seriously. So on this absolutely fucking glorious day, I'm still just reeling about the Clinky Girl situation. On this glorious day, I want you to make a decision to flip that switch. I want you to clean out your wardrobe of all of the shitty things. I want you to clean up your social media, get rid of the fucking losers. I want you to protect your boundaries. I want you to make time where time doesn't exist, whether that means getting up earlier or going to bed a little bit later or just getting off your fucking phone, because I can see your scroll time. I know it. I know it's high. I know it's way more than it should be. I'm calling out every person. And start seeing what it takes when you commit for a full week to start off with of only the highest expectations of yourself, but also that you start doing that to other people too. Because if I expect high things from myself, I expect high things from other people around me. That's what makes me the coach that I am. That's what makes me who I am as a person, because the same standards that I impart onto everybody else, I practice what I preach in life. And if I'm telling you that we're going villain era, we are going villain era. I do make the rules. I actually do make the rules. And I'm telling you, if you want to become the best version of you and you want to have the most fucking incredible month of your life, weeks, years, you want relationships, you want job opportunities, you want it all, then it's going to start right now. Guys, it is a fucking glorious day to flip that switch and to become whoever the fuck you want today. But most of all, to remember that you are worthy, that you are deserving, and that you can quite literally have whatever you want in life, but it all starts and ends with you. So make the decisions today that I choose you, I fight for myself, and I will do anything. I will be relentless in the pursuit to make my fucking goals a reality. And if I don't know what my goals are right now, I'm going to get clear on the vision and I'm going to go hunting. Guys, go out. Do great things. Be kind to other people. If you love the podcast, send me a message, share it on your stories. If you're hitting villain era, I want to know. If you're a clinky girl and you want to have a chat about it, I want to know. If you are not, I want to have a chat. So I love hearing from you guys. Thank you again. Your time is your greatest currency. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.